Hello students, I welcome you to this session of refrigeration and air conditioning. Here we will discuss the working of the domestic refrigerator along with its various parts. Now this slide shows the pic of the actual refrigerator which is available in the market. On the left hand side, as you can see, this is called as the single door refrigerator. You must have heard of the double door refrigerator also. Okay, the refrigerating capacity of the single door and double door type of refrigerator are different. So when you heard of the refrigerator with 220 liter or 380 liter, then it talks about the inside capacity of the refrigerator. So as you can see over here, when you open the door of a single door refrigerator, then inside you will find on the different components. Here, as you can see, on the top you have the freezer or the evaporator compartment, and again we will see here the condenser which is located at the back, and compressor is also usually provided at the bottom and on the back side of the domestic refrigerator. And on the right hand side, that is the back of the door, again you have the different compartment here for storing the different products. So as you know that refrigerator is used to keep the products at different temperatures. Here you will find that we have fruit, milk, vegetable, butter, cosmetic and water. All are at different temperature levels. So the total parts of the refrigerator are grouped into the two cases. First one, we have internal parts of a refrigerator, and the second one we have the external parts of the refrigerator. The internal parts of the refrigerator, as you can see here, we have the compressor which is located at the bottom of the refrigerator. This is the side view of the refrigerator when you look from the one side, either left side or on the right side. Okay, so this is the door, and finally as you can see here the side view of the refrigerator. So as you can see, the compressor is placed at the bottom and near the back of the refrigerator. Okay, and then the second component here, we have the condenser which is located at the back side of the refrigerator. In old refrigerator, it is in the form of the black wire which are called as the serpentine wires. Okay, and then the next internal part or the most crucial part in a refrigerator is expansion device, which is again located at the back side, but it is somewhat near the top of the domestic refrigerator. Okay, and then we have the evaporator or the freezer or the chiller compartment. Here you generally keep your ice cream or water for converting into ice or other such products whose temperatures are required to be maintained below 0 degree Celsius. Okay, and then we have thermostat, which is again the internal part and meant for maintaining the temperature inside the refrigerator. When you set a temperature inside the refrigerator at a particular temperature, that is at 2 degrees Celsius, let us say, then as the temperature of 2 degrees Celsius is achieved inside the refrigerator, then the thermostat will cut off the power supply to the compressor and compressor stop working. And after that, as the temperature again rises inside the refrigerator, the compressor starts working again. Then we have the defrost system. Defrost system is used to prevent the ice formation on the evaporator, that is outside the evaporator coil or on the plate of the evaporator of plate type evaporator. The ice formation is prevented by the defrost system. Now we will discuss the external visible part of the refrigerator. So this slide shows you the external visible part of the refrigerator. These are called as external part because they can be easily seen by the eye from outside. So first is the freezer compartment. It is located at the top of the refrigerator when you open the door of the refrigerator. So as you can see, this is the view of the double door refrigerator, where we have separate door for the freezer compartment and another door where the milk, vegetables and fruit and drinking water are kept. Okay, so that's why this is called as the double door type of the refrigerator. Now second main component is thermostat control. Its function I have already discussed in the previous slide, and again I repeat that it maintains the temperature inside the domestic refrigerator. Then we have the refrigerator compartment. The refrigerator compartments are below the freezer compartment or the chiller compartment. Here you will find 3 or 4 shelves where you can keep the products. The products usually kept here are milk, or sometimes you keep fruits, vegetables, etc. Okay, and then you have the crisper. Crisper is generally provided at the bottommost part when you open the door of the refrigerator. Okay, this is a big, you can say, container where you can keep the large size vegetable or large size of the fruit items. Okay, and then we have the refrigerator door compartment. So when you open the door of the refrigerator, then on the back side of the door you will find the different shelves for keeping drinking water, for jams, butter, cosmetics, medicine, eggs, etc. Okay, so these are called as the refrigerator door compartment. Each of the products which I mentioned just now are required to be kept at different temperatures, and hence their positions are marked when you open the door of the refrigerator. Then we have the switch. Switch is used to control the opening and closing of the bulb inside the refrigerator. That is, when you open the main door of the refrigerator, then you notice that the bulb inside the refrigerator starts glowing. Okay, and when you close the door of the refrigerator, the bulb stops glowing. Okay, so this is the function of the switch. Now here I will discuss the working of the domestic refrigerator. Okay, so as you can see here, again we have the side view of the refrigerator, and in this case, as you can see, the black colored part, which is compressor, is located on the back and at the bottom of the refrigerator. Okay, so the pipings are connected at the inlet and outlet of this compressor. Okay, so low temperature, low pressure vapor refrigerant from the evaporator enters into the compressor, which is provided at the bottom. Okay, compressor is usually hermetically sealed type of the compressor. Okay, I have discussed the meaning of hermetically sealed type of the compressor in my previous lecture of compressors. Okay, and then the refrigerant gets compressed in a compressor, its pressure and temperature rises, and the condition becomes high temperature, high pressure vapor refrigerant. Then it enters into the condenser coil, which is located at the back of the refrigerator. Okay, the condenser is usually of the serpentine tube type, where you will find that the black wire are used. Okay, so inside these thin wires we have the refrigerant moving, that is hot refrigerant moving in the upward direction, and air is used as the cooling media for converting the vapor refrigerant into liquid refrigerant. Okay, so air takes away the heat of the vapor refrigerant and gets converted into liquid refrigerant. Okay, right? So this is shown by the red color arrows, and again the red highlighted area shows the heat being rejected to the surrounding. Okay, and then it enters into the expansion device. Here, as I have discussed earlier also, that it is a crucial component inside a refrigerator, and in a domestic refrigerator we use capillary tube as an expansion device. So capillary tube I have discussed in my lecture of expansion devices, and these are nothing but a wire of very large length, but diameter is very small. Okay, so after expansion inside this expansion device, that is capillary tube, the condition of the refrigerant changes into low temperature, low pressure, liquid plus vapor refrigerant. Now this liquid plus vapor refrigerant is supplied at the top to the freezer or evaporator or chiller compartment. Okay, here the liquid part of the refrigerant takes up the heat from the product which are required to be cooled. Okay, and gets converted into vapor refrigerant. Okay, such that at the outlet of the evaporator again you have low temperature, low pressure vapor refrigerant coming out. Okay, this whole path is represented by a blue line and a blue colored arrows as shown on this slide. Okay, and then again the low temperature, low pressure vapor refrigerant is supplied back to the compressor. Okay, so more understanding about the working of the domestic refrigerator can be understood from the animation, and the animation link is shown on the slide. I hope the working of the domestic refrigerator is clear to all of you. Thank you.